Hi guys, I'm Kat. Welcome back to my channel, Katadactyl. So today I'm going to be doing my October TBR. Now this is vaguely terrifying for me because if you guys don't know, I'm moving to Australia from Japan in mid-November, which means that this is my last full month TBR. So I went through my TBR shelves, which was here, up, and I picked out all of the books which I will be really sad about if I don't at least attempt before we move, because I will not be shipping books that I have not yet read, probably. So I have a massive stack here that I'm going to try to read in the next month or so. So I know that this seems crazy and that I probably won't succeed, but you know, can't blame a girl for trying. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into my TBR. So I have 10 books total to talk about. The first 3 are going to be buddy reads. Now the first one is Crudo by Olivia Laing, and this is Hiroshima's book club pick for the month. And Olivia Laing talks about all the bad things that happened in 2017 and how in her journal, when she was writing them all down, it just seemed like everyday occurrences. But then if you actually look at the totality of the year, it's so devastatingly horrendous. So actually this was my pick for book club. There were a bunch of ones that I threw up and I thought they would all be really good for discussion. And so I'm hoping that Crudo will definitely prompt some really great discussion out of Hiroshima's book club. So yeah, I hope that one turns out well. If you've read it, let me know what you thought down below, just so I can get like a little precursor. And the next 2 books are books that I already have buddies for reading because I mentioned it last month. But if you want to get on the buddy read train, just let me know down below and I will give you my Voxer, which is the same as Katadactyl. So yeah, if you want a buddy read, go ahead and let me know. So the first one is Leave No Trace by Mindy Meija, and in this one we are following a language specialist who is assigned a case. So 10 years ago, a father and a son went missing in the Minnesotan wilderness and they were never seen again, until 10 years later when the son is found ransacking an outfitter's store and she is called to navigate the language barrier that exists between the son and regular people who speak English. So she needs to figure out what happened to him, what happened to his father, and if there's anyone out in the wilderness that needs to be saved. And the other book that we're doing buddy reads with is Black Wings Beating by Alex London. Now this one I am so excited for. It's a queer falconry adventure. So we are in a society where everyone does falconry and it is kind of a symbol of your status in society, until one day when a brother and a sister have to set off on this epic quest in the snowy mountains to find the biggest, baddest prey bird of all time and hope that they can somehow train it or get it to come to them on their wrist and then get power. So it says that the sister is going to support and protect her brother, and the brother is going for the love of the boy that has his heart. And big, magical, powerful beings are after them. So I'm super here for that story, and if you would like to join in, do let me know. So now we're going to get into the IRL books, which are just sitting here. So as I said, there is no rhyme or reason. Normally I would do a Halloween theme because I love scary, fucked up books, but it's just not possible for me this year because, like I said, if I don't attempt to read them this month, they might not come and they might just have sat on my shelves and never have been read, which is such a sad fate. So enough dithering. Let's get to it. So the first one that we have is Stranger in a Strange Land by Robert A. Heinlein. Now he is considered, I believe, a classic in the sci-fi genre. All I know is that it involves aliens and other worlds and water worlds. So I'm really here for it. I love the cover and it's a classic. I've just never gotten around to it. Which is the case also for the next one, which is Neuromancer by William Gibson. Now, I have tried to get to it before. I did try to read it once and I found it boring and I couldn't connect to the writing style and I put it down. It's just really shocking that I didn't like it that time because I'm a huge dystopian fan and everyone always recommends this book to me, and I think that it sounds like I would love it, but I'm hoping to connect with it this time. So yes, if you've read this, let me know. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Neuromancer by William Gibson. It's also really little, so other books on this list are chunky. So this is like a more realistic one for me to read in October. The other ones are like wishful thinking, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, so speaking of chunky, I have been reading Kushiel's Dart forever. I'm still 350 pages from the end, which is a book in of itself. So there's this one. And then I also have the second in the trilogy, this one. So they're both huge books, and I would love to try and finish this one and then read this one. I'm just not sure if it's gonna happen. I hope it happens because otherwise they're gonna get left here, but they're chunky and I'm not carrying them in my suitcase. That's just crazy. We're already gonna have 2 check bags, each a rucksack and a backpack and 2 dog carriers. Like, I'm not taking chunky books. It's just not happening. Okay, well, and the chunkiest of all of the books that I have not read but I really should read is Romantic Outlaws, The Extraordinary Lives of Mary Wollstonecraft and Mary Shelley by Charlotte Gordon. Now, if you guys know, I love Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. It's probably my favorite book of all time. And I'm really intrigued by Mary Shelley's life, and just generally the writers of that time in general. And Charlotte Gordon wrote absolutely fantastic feminist literature. So, I really want to read it, but it is... ooh, crazy amounts of pages. It says it's 540 pages, but like this looks way bigger because the text is small. So, I really want to read it. So if you guys have read this, please let me know if it's worth it or not, because I feel like I should, but it's huge. I don't want to carry it in my luggage, so either I'm gonna take the time to read it before we go, or it's not coming with me. Sorry. Okay, and the other 2 are ones that I don't think I'll have a problem reading because I do really want to read them, and they're kind of new. My aunt just sent them to me last month. The first one is Rainbirds by Clarissa Goenawan, and in this one we're following, I believe, a brother whose sister dies mysteriously in Japan, and he goes to her village to figure out what caused her death because he doesn't believe that it happened the way that the police say it does. So I'm intrigued by this one. The setting is Japan, the cover is gorgeous, and I'm not so into murder mysteries, but I've heard great things, so I am very interested in this book. Okay, and the last one in this list is Educated by Tara Westover. Now, I just love a good, like, grit book where the character either starts out with nothing or starts out very disadvantaged, and just through like sheer determination and grit and just like not letting go of their dreams, they make it, and it just is like, yeah, you tell them. So I love books like that. So I cannot wait to read this, and I'm really excited. So yeah, that is my super hopeful 10-book TBR for October. I'm really sorry it's not Halloween theme. I am a little upset that it's not Halloween theme because Halloween is one of my favorite times ever, but I do have Halloween playlists from last year. I will leave them linked down below. They have my favorite Japanese horror tales and my all-time favorite scary tales, including like aliens and ghosts and stuff like that. So if you are in the mood for some Halloween books, then check those links out down below. If you liked this, then please give me a thumbs up or hit the subscribe button. That would be awesome. And come chat to me in the comments if you would like. So without further ado, I'm just going to say bye for now. Toodles! Bye!